Thanks, Brian. I'm sure that was a very nice speech you gave about me. So I just want to start off by saying, every Tuesday, our group, Senior 1 and 2, sits down and discusses different topics about the various speeches or various aspects of swimming. Sometimes it's about nutrition, sometimes about being race ready, and sometimes it's about, God forbid, the T word, which I wouldn't know about anyway. um, Personally, my favorite talks are the ones about that come at the beginning of every season, like in the beginning of September, April, like we are now. And he asks us, why do you swim? It could be a tricky question for a lot of swimmers. High school students like myself, answer that comes to mind first is, well, I want to get into college. And of course, Brian would be like, wrong. Um, uh, then you gotta like think a little harder, and maybe it's like, well, I want to stay in shape for future events, and that's still wrong because you could just head on down to Great Bay Racket and Fitness and get that for you. Um, but ultimately, the question is like an onion; it's got layers to it. There's really not one answer. However, the answer is quite simple. I swim because I'm doing what I love and loving what I do every day. Seahawks has been the reason why I can finally answer the question this way. Now, for those of you who don't know, I haven't been on Seahawks for very long. Only 3 years to be exact. I'm what some people might call like a team hopper. I started with Ocean City Sea Serpents with Coach Patty. She was the best. And then I trained with PVA and Demitar who never really understood me. And then I finally landed here. The reason that I hopped is because I could never find what Brian and Seahawks ultimately found in me. I can still remember my first practice with all the group of people thinking, wow, every single one of these people, like, loves to swim. Like, they want to do it because they love to do it. And I remember sitting down with Brian for the first time in that little office. One of the most scariest experiences of my life because he's not the most friendly looking guy, as all of us might know. And then I was just blown away about what he told me, and that he told me that his goal for me was to make summer junior nationals, and that if I invested the time and the work, he would invest in me and my goals. Not as an individual, not just part of the team, which was really important to me because I had never gotten that before. Well, I'm happy to say that not only did I achieve that goal right on schedule that summer, but I've personally achieved things that I never thought I could ever achieve with this team. Although Brian was a major factor in my success, I have my teammates to thank for the rest. You guys are some of the weirdest, sassiest, funniest, hardworking, dedicated people I think I will ever come into contact with. I want to thank you so much for keeping me somewhat sane through all of Brian's practices, and putting up with sometimes less than hospitable attitudes during practice and training. I want to give a few special shout-outs. First, to the seniors of 2018. I can't believe this is actually the last banquet we're all going to be at together. Well, somewhat. I know that we're always going to take a little piece of Seahawks with us, even if it's like the lane line, when it breaks off like that when you pull for backstroke, you're going to take that with you. Also, Christian, you still need a haircut. Second, I want to give a quick shout out to Amanda Noonan. I know she's at Tennessee right now, but I want to thank her for always pushing me to my limits, and always knowing how to get us through a really long distance workout, even if it's not the most appropriate thing. And thank you, Brian, for like everything, really. You've and will continue to push me to be my best and never settle for second. I'm forever grateful for your leadership and friendship, and for kicking my butt when I need it, like this past spring break. Lastly, I'd like to thank my family, my biggest fish fans, quote unquote, you can see that on my mom's Facebook, in the world. Mom, Jim, Shannon, Graham, Pop, and even my little pup, Finn. Speaking of the devil, my mom is the reason that I started swimming, and she's been my rock for 18 years of my life. Um, did you know that she was a member of the original Seahawks? So she always likes to bring that up. She's like, I was a Seahawk first, but whatever. And this is a very cool fact. Anyway, she's been telling me lately that I'm going to die without her next year, and now that I think about it, she might be right. um, Whether it's looking at hotels or flights, or finding last-minute suits, or feeding six for dummies, or finding a unique place to eat besides Panera or Applebee's on the road, or just making sure that I keep myself on my path. She's done it all for me and my sister while starting business from the ground up. I'm so proud of her. I hope to grow up to be just like her. We obviously have a very long way to go. Right, Mom? Love you guys. Finally, you may be wondering, this speech is nice, but where is she? I'm actually currently training on the national junior team here in Colorado Springs at the Olympic Training Center. This is an absolutely amazing experience and privilege and an honor to get to swim here. Thank you to everyone and every swimmer in the room who asked themselves that fateful question, why do you swim? The answer should be because I am doing what I love and loving what I do.